Hey YouTube, here is my pal's Hofner colourama from, I think it's about 1963 or something like that. This has obviously been a wee bit relict, stickers and stuff on it, and been sanded down and all these things. But I first got a hold of this guitar a couple of years ago for a setup, and it's really surprising because I didn't expect it to be a good guitar. Straight up. And it is. Which is kind of... It does look like a sort of one of your audition Tesco cheapy Woolworthsy guitars, but that's more the styling rather than the build quality. Not actually sure where these are made. It might be German, actually, I don't even know. But these were the big thing in the 60s, because there was a trade embargo with America and Britain, so you couldn't buy Fenders and stuff like that. So basically, this is so good, I bought one myself. This is the one that these... I'm not sure this was originally one of the red ones, but these were... because of Hank Marvin in the Shadows, 1962, everybody wanted a red Strat with a whammy bar. So this one doesn't have a whammy bar. There you go. This one might be earlier, or maybe just a cheaper model. So that basically they covered them in red vinyl and put a whammy bar on them to please the Shadows fans. So I bought one myself. The bridge pickup in mine doesn't work, which is why I never play it. If it works, the thing is, this one doesn't even have a bridge pickup. You know, this one is a single pickup guitar, and the single pickup it gives you is the neck. And that doesn't bother me at all. I could totally play this all day because that one has a bridge pickup and it doesn't work. Whereas if it just didn't have one, it wouldn't bother me. Well, if there was a hole for one and it was missing, it would bother me. But if it just was this one, which is never meant to have one, not a problem. So, using my rolling cube setup. One thing which I do find unforgivable, it doesn't have dots in the top of the fingerboard. So you have to kind of... It's difficult to play bar chords knowing that it's an A. I can actually watch there and see what it's doing. Tube Screamer on. Tone. So I mean, you can see it totally. Well, I don't think it sounds like what I would expect it to sound. Again, there's me using not being able to see where the dots are. Actually, one of my pals has, in fact, I've done a video on it, a modern colourama, which is basically the same design, sort of, apart from it's got P90 pickups in it, but it kind of, it's actually quite a similar feeling guitar, but it looks pure evil. It's like matte black, and it looks like a sort of, not a Satan worship, like a death metal guitar or something like that, which to me it's not. This one has a little bit of it. The red vinyl covered one obviously has that 60s thing look about it. This, although it does have the 60s look about it, it's got a quality that... It's also the neck has clearly... Well, I assume it's been finished much better than the neck on mine. Just like it's smooth sort of stained orange type thing, but it's really pretty good. It's obviously got modern tuners on it as well. I mean, it plays in tune all the way up. Most of the guitars that kind of look a bit like this, they kind of don't. It's like you go, I describe them as quirky sound. This one doesn't. This one does normal stuff. Sounds, I mean, with a fuzz about it, it sounds brilliant. But it's a lovely wee rhythm guitar sound. I mean, I'm just going from the purely practical point of view. This was designed by someone who, like a Leo Fender type, who puts on what it needs to function, doesn't put on extra things. You know, they're not things on this that are, like if you look at a modern guitar, you get all the spec list. This has no spec list. It doesn't have any parts. This is obviously not the original bridge. My pal's name's Ronnie, so that's why he's got a Rickenbacker one. Should just be a trapeze tailpiece. This is the original bridge, which is actually really quite good. It's a very heavy piece of metal. It's floating. It's not fixed, but so it's got like a compensated top on it, and also got adjustment wheels, so you can actually raise it up and down. The pickups don't raise up and down. That's basically sitting flat on the top of the body. The pickguard's holding it onto the body. There's routing for the cable to run through it, but there's no routing for the actual pickup. I assume for manufacturing purposes, but it totally does the job. And again, thinking, you think, yeah, Ronnie doesn't like strap, so I put a couple of wood screws in it. I assume it was me that did it. But it's like, I can see how this could be a very practical gigging instrument in 1962 or whatever it was. Remember, Hendrix didn't exist. You weren't meant to have distortion. Lead electric guitar wasn't really a thing yet. You did have like Scotty Moore and stuff like that. They were doing. I was going to try. I don't know how you play some of that, but you know, kind of more jazzy. I don't even know how to attempt to play it or what it is he does, but you know what I mean. Less lead guitar, or what we think of. I think of as lead guitar being Hank Marvin. He wasn't really about by that point. How you play that? I said to remember. Another chord. Only 9 minutes in, not got it yet. There we go. So I'm just going to go for Wee bit more to that rhythm track than that. Because it definitely goes by. Got a wee bit of a whammy there, I suppose. You can hear it kind of does it. I mean, I don't think these are actually humbuckers. I think it's actually just a single coil. But I really need to give John Letts a call and see if I can get him to fix that bridge pickup on mine. And I would, because the other guitar is mine, I would put dots on the end of the fingerboard. I think I actually did do that. I did. I just drew them on mine. But I need to get that guitar up and running. In fact, it actually even goes with this jumper. What am I thinking? So there you go, 12 minutes. That'll do for my YouTube video. I'm going to have to plug that in and see if it works though. Seems I'm wearing the matching top. It will not be in tune. I've not played it for well before I moved anyway. I expect the usual abuse for having a rainbow guitar strap. Rainbows were for everybody, not just for the queers. Oh. This one's not as good already. Yeah. This only has the neck pickup as well. I'm not sure whether because the pickup doesn't work, I don't think I've really bothered making the controls work either. So I think it's on, but I don't think the volume control works particularly well. I don't think the pickup selector works. And these are not modern tuners, these are the originals. So 1962 or 1963 this guitar. Turn. I don't even know if that's a tone control. Ah, I just broke it, I think. Okay. See, I mean, it kind of... Definitely need to get this fixed. It's so much easier to play with having the dots, but basically I think what I did was I think it's just Sharpie on the edge. And also, being mad into vinyl myself, having a vinyl guitar. And I absolutely love the white piping. I can't think what it reminds me of. Is it some sort of sports bag? I think my dad used to have a squash bag that was like red vinyl on it, this white piping, you know, sort of... also, was it Ronnie's bought a modern Hofner? It's actually really pretty good. It's quite a basic guitar. It's kind of, I think it's a bit like a Les Paul, sort of like a basic Les Paul, but it doesn't have all the fancy stuff on it. But I would much rather people spent building guitars who'd spent on things that make it play and sound good, not necessarily making things that will make it look good in a spec catalogue, One for the forums, it's like, I can't believe you could buy this guitar with stainless steel frets and a maple neck and EMG pickups and a Floyd Rose and it's only 126 quid. And it's like, but a Floyd Rose costs 150, right, it must be a really good one then, eh? So you look at the price of the parts and then look at how much money they had left over to build the guitar. It's a beautiful sound, actually. I wonder what the bridge pickup sounds like. This has also got an action like does it have a truss rod? It does have a truss rod. But I never got this. I get stumped at this one. I got it all up and playing, like a sort of, I'm really excited about this guitar, I'm going to make it play. So I've made it play, and it plays pretty good, but we're not in the fine-tuning stages, Normally I would have the controls working. Actually, I saw you can get that on this control plate on Temu. I might just buy that. Keep the original one rather than try to scrape, taking these switches to bits and try to scrape the contacts and all that. Probably put another couple of washers in that. Look at well. So don't be thinking that Hofner guitars, the old ones, are not good guitars. Some of them do. Maybe it's on the edge of looking a little bit flimsy and like a toy. Maybe. But that does not mean that it's flimsy and built like a toy. These are proper guitars. I don't know if there's anyone famous that actually uses them, but I mean, that's what I went on to talk about earlier on, thinking about that I kind of get sidetracked. The actual, like saying this before, you got like proper lead guitar and stuff like that. If you were playing in a pub and you wanted to be louder, you could kind of almost get away with just using it as an acoustic, as in just basically an electrified guitar, because you didn't get acoustic pickups back then either. They sit very well for strummy strum. I think that tone control's jammed on a little bit. In some ways, I'm a wee bit jealous of Ronnie's one because he's got carte blanche to do what he wants with it. Basically, because I assume it was quite, as a lot of people have been butchering it and stuff like that. I mean, most of it's still there originally, whereas this one's kind of all still original, apart from this pickup which doesn't work. So, if this had been a bit more bashed and not quite as vintagey, stick a humbucker in it or a P90 or something like that. But I'm not doing that. It needs to be one of these. Which, as I was saying, Ronnie's got one of the modern Hofners. The pickups look the same, so I wonder if I could buy a new pickup. Mind you, these ones are all rusty and stuff like that, and if it's a case of getting it rewound, I don't know how much that will cost. But I mean, I'd imagine one of the pickups is probably going to cost you 30 quid in the best of circumstances to get like a new one. So that's probably most of a rewind, I think. It actually looks like I've actually got the full set of original tuners as well. I don't think I knew. I think I might have had to make these. I think there was a couple missing, but you can't tell which ones are missing. I think the plate on the back was there, but the gum, I don't know. It's cool though. Hofner, Beatles and that, no?